if I told you that a spice smaller than your thumbnail, something you probably have sitting in your kitchen right now, could bring life back into your body? And not just any life, but the kind of strength, circulation, and confidence that many men think they've lost for good. It sounds hard to believe, doesn't it? But trust me, this small spice could be the key to unlocking something you thought was gone. It can stimulate circulation, lower stress, and even bring back the kind of vitality that you may not have felt in years. All of this in just 60 seconds. I know that sounds almost too good to be true, but stay with me because what I'm about to share with you has the potential to change everything. My name is Dr. Jonathan Prescott. Over the past 30 years, I've helped countless men over 60 regain their vitality. Not through costly prescriptions or gimmicks, but by unlocking what your body still remembers when you give it the right tools. And the tool I'm talking about? It's a spice that's been hiding in plain sight all along. One your ancestors used before intimacy, and now science confirms works better than most people ever imagined. You've probably walked past it in your kitchen 100 times, never knowing the strength it could give you. But I'm here to show you exactly how this one small change can bring back the strength you thought was gone for good.
1. Eugenol, the secret compound inside cloves. Let me take you back to a moment I'll never forget. A man in his late 60s walked into my office looking tired, a little embarrassed and hopeful all at once. He looked me in the eye and said, "Doc, I just want to feel like myself again." He wasn't asking for abs or to run marathons. What he wanted was intimacy, confidence, the quiet kind of strength that a man feels when his body responds like it used to. That's what led me to look for natural alternatives, and that's when I kept coming back to Eugenol. Eugenol is the secret compound found in cloves, and it's the reason why chewing a clove for just a minute can start to revive your circulation. But here's the best part. Eugenol doesn't just stay in your mouth. Once you chew a clove, the oils are released and eugenol enters your bloodstream through the mucous membranes in your mouth. From there, it starts working its magic. Eugenol is a vasodilator. Simply put, that means it helps your blood vessels relax and open up. It's especially helpful for those stubborn, narrow vessels that often don't work as well after 60. Over the years, the small blood vessels that support erections begin to stiffen, narrowing and losing flexibility. Eugenol gently opens them up again, almost like a natural massage for your arteries, allowing blood to flow freely once more. And this isn't some artificial effect. It's a natural reawakening of your body's ability to function as it once did. But here's the real kicker. Eugenol also stimulates the production of nitric oxide, the same compound that those little blue pills try to mimic. But unlike those pills, Eugenol works naturally, without the side effects, without the headaches, and without the crashes that follow. Some men tell me that within minutes of chewing a clove, they feel a gentle warmth, almost like circulation has returned to places it had been missing for years. It's subtle, but it works.
2. Why erections get weaker after 60 and how clove fights back. Let me tell you something you might not want to hear, but it's the truth. As we age, our bodies don't respond the same way they did in our younger years. And when it comes to erections, the changes can be subtle, but they add up over time. As men reach their 60s and beyond, the small blood vessels that support erections begin to narrow. They lose their flexibility, and the natural blood flow that once fueled an erection doesn't happen as easily anymore. You can't blame it on age alone. Stress, poor diet, and lack of movement over the years only make things worse. But here's the good news. Those changes aren't permanent. You can reverse them. And clove is one of the most powerful allies you have in this battle. The compound eugenol in cloves helps relax and open your blood vessels. It doesn't just restore circulation, it helps bring back the flexibility that's been lost. Think of it like cleaning out a rusty pipe. Once you clear the blockages, water, or in this case blood, flows easily again. I've seen it happen time and time again. Men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s who thought their sexual vitality was gone, waking up with morning erections for the first time in years. Not because of a pill, not because of a miracle, but because their circulation was finally working again. Clove doesn't force the body. It simply gives it permission to return to its original design, where blood flows freely, where strength is restored, and where you can feel like yourself again.
3. How to do the 60-second clove method. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for. How to use this powerful spice. I'm going to show you a simple, effective method that you can do right in your own kitchen. It takes just 60 seconds. That's it. Here's how you do it. Take 2 to 3 whole dried cloves, not powdered cloves, but whole ones. Ideally, choose organic cloves for the best quality, but any good cloves will work. Place them between your back teeth, where your chewing is strongest. Gently bite down until you hear a slight crack. Hold the broken cloves in your mouth for the first 30 seconds. Let the oils mix with your saliva. This is where the eugenol starts to get absorbed into your bloodstream through the mucous membranes in your mouth. After 30 seconds, start chewing the cloves slowly. Don't rush. Let the oils work their way into your system. You can either swallow the remnants or spit them out. Either way, the eugenol has already entered your system. What makes this method so effective is how quickly it works. Many men feel a warm sensation in their body almost immediately. You might feel your mind clearing, your muscles relaxing, and your blood flow improving. But that's not all. This method also helps to fight gum disease, a silent enemy that can block circulation and contribute to low testosterone. 4. When to use the Clove Method for best results. Now that you know how to use the 60-second Clove Method, let's talk about when to use it for maximum effectiveness. Timing matters, and the key is to make sure you're setting your body up at the right moment for optimal results. Here are the best times to use this method. 1. Before bed. This is the golden hour for many of my patients. About an hour before you go to bed, your body is winding down, your mind is calming, and that's when cloves can work wonders. By chewing cloves in the evening, you help relax your nervous system, which not only improves sleep quality, but also promotes deeper, more restorative sleep. This is when your body naturally produces testosterone and heals itself. Deep, uninterrupted sleep is crucial for hormone recovery. 2. In the morning. Starting your day with cloves on an empty stomach is another excellent choice. This jumpstarts circulation, sets a calm yet alert tone for your day, and helps clear away that foggy feeling. Some men prefer to do this in the morning to set their energy levels and mental clarity for the day ahead. 3. Before exercise or intimacy. Another great time to use the Clove Method is before physical activity, whether it's a workout or a walk. Cloves can increase circulation, giving you that extra stamina and energy to feel more present and connected during intimacy. I recommend using it about 30 to 45 minutes before. The key to success with this method is consistency. Make it a daily ritual, whether in the morning, evening, or before physical activity. Over time, the benefits compound, and you'll begin to notice a subtle but powerful shift in your circulation, mood, and confidence. 5. Stress and its impact on testosterone. Let me ask you something. How's your stress? If you're like most of the men I've worked with, the answer might be pretty high. Whether it's stress from work, family, health, or simply the weight of aging.
But what you might not realize is that stress is silently eroding your vitality in ways you might not even be aware of. You see, when your body is under chronic stress, it releases a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is meant to help you in moments of danger, but in today's world, most men are living in a near constant state of tension. And here's the cruel part. Cortisol and testosterone can't exist at high levels together. When one rises, the other falls. That means the more stress you carry, the less testosterone your body can produce, which in turn weakens your sexual response and your overall energy levels. This is where cloves come into play. The compound beta-caryophyllene found in cloves has a powerful ability to bind to receptors in the brain that signal safety and calm. Within minutes of chewing cloves, many men feel a release of tension, a clarity in their mind, and a sense of relief from the stress that has been quietly building over the years. By lowering your cortisol levels, cloves give testosterone the space it needs to rise naturally. As a result, you'll start feeling more like yourself again, more present, more confident, and more energized.
6. Clove for better sleep and increased testosterone. Now, let's talk about one of the most underestimated aspects of health: sleep. How many of you are lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, unable to fall into a deep, restful sleep? Or maybe you fall asleep fast, but wake up multiple times through the night feeling groggy the next morning. It's a common issue for men over 60, and it's a big problem. Why? Because sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's when your body does its most important work. Testosterone is largely produced during deep, uninterrupted sleep. So if your sleep is broken or poor, your hormones don't stand a chance. This is where clove can be a game changer. By chewing cloves before bed, you can calm your nervous system and prepare your body for deeper, more restorative sleep. The compounds in cloves, especially eugenol and beta-caryophyllene, don't just improve circulation, they also help regulate your sleep cycle. Men who use cloves nightly report falling asleep faster, experiencing more dreams, and waking up with more energy and clarity. More importantly, testosterone levels get a chance to recover during sleep instead of being suppressed by poor rest. Better sleep means better recovery, and when your body is properly rested, your testosterone levels begin to rise naturally, leading to increased energy, better sexual function, and a general sense of well-being. So if you've been struggling with poor sleep, or if you've noticed a drop in your energy or drive, try adding cloves to your evening routine. It's a small change that could make a huge difference, not just for your sleep, but for your overall vitality.
7. Gum disease could be destroying your erections. Now this one might surprise you. When we talk about improving circulation, testosterone, and sexual health, most of us don't immediately think about gum disease. But the truth is, your oral health plays a huge role in your overall vitality, especially when it comes to circulation. Let me explain why. I've had men come into my office frustrated by weak erections and low energy, only to find that their dental health was the missing link. Most don't realize that gum disease, whether it's bleeding gums, receding gums, or chronic bad breath, could be blocking blood flow and ultimately affecting their sexual health. Here's how it works. Your mouth is a gateway to your circulatory system. When bacteria from gum disease enters your bloodstream, it travels through your body,
causing silent inflammation that can damage the blood vessels responsible for erections. Think of it like trying to push water through a hose that's filled with mud. The pressure is there, but nothing gets through cleanly. Studies have even shown that men with advanced gum disease are up to 70% more likely to experience erectile dysfunction. And that's not just a coincidence, it's biology at work. This is where clove becomes more than just a simple spice. It's actually a powerful natural antiseptic. The antibacterial properties in cloves go to work immediately, neutralizing harmful bacteria in your mouth before they can enter your bloodstream. And the best part? You can feel it working almost right away. By chewing whole cloves, you're not only improving circulation, but you're also giving your mouth the detox it needs. It's one of the simplest and most overlooked steps in restoring overall health. When your mouth is clean, your blood flows cleaner, and everything starts to work more efficiently. So the next time you chew a clove, know that you're not just doing something for your circulation, you're also protecting your heart and sexual health from the inside out.
8. What to expect in 7, 14, and 30 days. One of the most encouraging things I see in my practice is how small changes over time can lead to profound transformations, but only if you stick with it. That's why I want to break down what you can expect week by week as you commit to the Clove Method. Here's what most men report after using the method consistently. 7 days. In the first week, you may not notice dramatic changes, but you'll feel subtle shifts. It could be a gentle warmth in your body, a clearer mind, or a deeper sleep. Some men tell me they start to feel a little more motivated to move around, maybe even take a walk or do some light exercise. You might also notice that stress is a little easier to handle. Your body's response to daily pressure starts to soften. It's not magic, but it's real progress. 14 days. By the second week, things often pick up. You might start waking up feeling more energized in the mornings, with clearer thoughts and a sense of being more present in your body. Many men report the return of something they haven't felt in years, morning erections. This isn't due to some magical pill, but because your circulation is improving and testosterone is slowly beginning to rise again. It's a sign that your body is responding to the nourishment you've been giving it. 30 days. By the end of the first month, the changes are often noticeable. Men tell me they feel like a different person. Not only are their erections stronger and more consistent, but they also feel more confident in themselves. There's a renewed sense of masculinity, a quiet strength that's hard to ignore. You may start feeling more connected with your partner, both physically and emotionally. The connection is deeper, and intimacy feels like it's on the way back. But here's the most important part. It's not just about erections. It's about feeling alive again. It's about reclaiming a part of yourself that you thought was lost. And that's the real gift of the Clove Method, restoring what was quietly taken away over the years. 9. Conclusion. The strength you've been waiting to feel again. After spending over 30 years working with men just like you, I can tell you one thing with absolute certainty. You don't have to accept decline. The strength, confidence, and vitality you've been missing are still within you. They've just been buried under stress, poor habits, and the years that have passed by. But I promise you, it's never too late to get it back. The Clove Method is simple, but it works. And as you've seen, it's not just about improving erections. It's about restoring your circulation, lowering your stress, and balancing your hormones. It's about feeling like a man again, not just in the bedroom, but in every aspect of your life. Here's the truth. You can start today. You don't need pills, prescriptions, or expensive treatments. You just need to give your body what it's asking for: natural, real nourishment. So if you've made it this far, then your body is already asking for change. Now that you know what to give it, the decision is in your hands. You can keep waiting for a miracle, or you can start building one yourself, starting with the Clove Method. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. One day at a time, one clove at a time. Your strength, your vitality, and your confidence are waiting. It all begins with that first bite.